this recent decision that said that you can proceed with your lawsuit against the Nova Scotia Barristers Society. Where are we going with that? What do you hope to happen? What do you anticipate will happen? Do you want to practice law again? Will you be practicing law again? Where are we going with it?
So I'll break down a couple of those questions. First of all, the significance of that decision is huge, because now I can go and do a discovery, which gives me wide latitude to get documents from the Barrister Society and from the lawyers that I've accused of being discriminatory and being malicious. It gives me an ability to really dig into information that I otherwise wouldn't have access to.
And so they will now, if I'm correct, have to testify under oath if you say so?
They have to answer all my questions, and they have to demonstrate that my questions are unreasonable or otherwise inadmissible. But other than that, you better believe that I'm going at them.
Do you have any questions that you'd be willing to share right here that you think are
not just yet
bode well for them?
Not just yet, but I can promise you this: I'm going to do anything in my power to get as much details that will help my argument as possible. And I think it's going to help not just me, but others once I start digging and I demonstrate how racist these people are.
What about your disbarment? Is that automatically, is that gone away, or do you have to apply to?
So I'm in the process of doing a rescind application. So a rescind application, I can go in front of the hearing panel that initially disbarred me and demonstrate why they should change that sentence to something less than what they initially sentenced me to. So what I have going on right now, since I was disbarred, 3 right lawyers were sentenced through the hearing panel for dishonesty, stealing money or misappropriating money or mishandling of funds, something along those lines, and blatant instances of dishonesty that are far more serious than what I was accused of in my mind. And I think I can demonstrate that to the panel. So right now I'm going in front of the panel and I'm saying, look, the range of appropriate sentences is between 6 and 12 months if you accept my facts, right?
And how long has yours been?
I've been disbarred for 7 years. So my goal is to get my sanction reduced down to something more appropriate, 12 months perhaps, and then I want to be compensated for the rest of the time that I was unable to practice.
And are you confident that that's going to happen?
Not with our system. You can never be confident with our system. Our system is broken. I believe that that's what should happen, and I'm going to fight tooth and nail to make it happen. The good thing about this is the following. I can guarantee you that I will fight this until I die if I don't win. So even if I lose this rescind application, I take the rescind application and I go to Court of Appeal or judicial review. If I lose that, I go to the Supreme Court of Canada. If I lose that, I do another rescind application, because in Section 44 of the Legal Profession Act, it doesn't limit my ability to go question this decision. So right now we have 3 white panel members. And trust me, I don't want them on my panel. I tried before to get them off my panel. I'd love to have some ethnicity on my panel, or even a female on my panel, or even different panel members that are white other than the ones that I'm in competition with and that I've sued their pension provider. I'm going to fight this until the day I die. If I win that rescind application, I take that to a lawsuit and I say I want my economic loss for the years that I was removed from practice unfairly. If I lose, I go to the Human Rights Commission and I say, look, this is a further instance of them discriminating against me. I still got 2 other human rights matters pending. The Bar Society is going to be tied up in years worth of litigation amounting to millions of dollars if they don't do the right thing. And I think that they know that I'm going to fight this thing until I die. And one of the things that's good, my issues happened when I was so young. Like I was in my 20s when this stuff started, right? I'm 39 years old. Most of the people who are my oppressors are a lot older than me. They're old enough to be my mother. So once they start to lose their positions, and a lot of them already have, VictoriaLRees has already gone from the Bar Society, Daryl Pink's already gone from the Bar Society. I'd like to think that it's tied into my issues. I don't know one way or the other. But one thing I can tell you is they're older than I am. These panel members, I hope that they're not going to be on the panel until I die. And hopefully I'll get a fresh set of ears at some point that's going to listen to these things and stop looking at it with blinders and ignoring this blatant discrimination that I'm putting in front of them. So practicing right now is not my number 1 priority. I'm quite busy. I have 3 kids. These battles that I have take up a lot of time and energy. My number 1 priority is to rectify the wrong. And that doesn't mean give me my license so I can go to court today. that means fix the problem that they've created. To me, I'm owed millions of dollars, years of my practice, an extreme amount of stigma that I shouldn't have had to gone through. I was wronged. It was a discriminatory prosecution. I connect the Bar Society with the Crown's office, by the way, and watch this. So the head of the CIC who investigated me, that drafted the Hood into Practice email, her name is VictoriaLRees. At the time, her husband was the head of the Crown prosecution, of public prosecution. His name was Martin Hirschhorn. Neither of them are in that position anymore. So think about that. I get prosecuted by PPS, right? And I'm arguing that they're discriminatory.
Okay.
I get prosecuted by the Nova Scotia Barristers Society, and literally the lead prosecutor from each are married together. So if that doesn't connect my matters, then I think we're blind to how the interworkings of systemic discrimination actually apply. These people that are in power, they're in bed together, and they work against us as a system.